All right. Good evening, everybody. My name is Baso, and this is Adrian. So today we're going to do 3 different mobility exercise, shoulder mobility exercise for your shoulders. These are great to do at home, and we're using a table, so it makes it a little easier to do the exercise. So we're not focusing on trying to keep our arm position a certain way. So if you have a table, you can do these, especially if you have a hard time keeping your arms up, or when you're doing these movements, it drops down when you go to get ready to do the exercise. So we're going to do 3 different mobility drills for your shoulders, and we're going to show you how to do it on the table so we can isolate that particular muscle, and we're not engaging a whole bunch of other muscles trying to do this one here. So shoulder mobility, 3 different exercises. We're going to do 25 reps uh, for each set. We're only going to do 1 set today just to demonstrate how to do it. And before you do any of these exercises, make sure you get a clearance through your doctor to make sure it's okay to do it. So reason why I came out with these exercises, just in case you're not mobile enough or you have some restrictions in your shoulders that's not allowing you to lift all the way up. So use a table to help you position your shoulder where you won't have to spend engaging your front delt so much trying to hold it up because the gravity's want to push it down. So first exercise, I call it the scarecrow. Simple, something you can remember, simple, not too complicated. So she's going to do 25 reps. When she do these, she's going to make sure she can get that back as far as she can. She's going to pause 2 seconds, 1, 2. And the key is, see where my arms, you want to get it back as far as you can. If you're still at an angle and you're not at a 90 degree or further back, that means you got some mobility issues and some restrictions in your shoulders. So make sure you start three areas that I always focus on when it comes to joints: stability, strength training, and mobility, strength training, and stability. So make sure you focus on all 3 areas when you're training your especially your joints. So go ahead, Adrian. She's going to do 25 reps. She's going 3 2-second holds. Nope, keep it where it's at. Yep, 1, 2, 1, 2. Keep it right there. 1, 2, 1, 2. Add the little pause. While she's doing that, if you're having troubles getting back far enough, you can do, if you got a broomstick at home, while she's doing her 25 reps with the pauses, I'll show you how to loosen your rotator cuff. So if you got a broomstick or a mop handle, this is a dye rod. You can go buy at Lowe's or Home Depot for about $5. And if your mobility is only like this and you can't get it at a 90, so the easiest way to do this, to get some mobility, you can do these as a dynamics. Use a stick, hold it off to the side, see the way I grip it, and just sit here and just crank it. Not super fast, not real hard. Get about 3 sets of 25 dynamics. It'll help loosen up your shoulders and your rotator cuff. So you can use a broom handle or mop, and it help get that. So looking at a profile, if you're like that, it help loosen it. And as you continue to do this, you'll be able to get more range of motion. Now, at any time you feel any sharp pains, stop what you're doing. Make sure you go to the doctor and see what's going on. So as long as it's mild, not no sharp pain, it's okay. But if it's sharp pain, go see the doctor. So that was exercise number 2. So exercise number 3, she's going to do 25 reps. She's going to do the seated rows. So put your arm up here. Oh, that was exercise number 1. This is exercise number 2. Reason why she's doing it on the table, because when you're sitting at the gym and you do seated rows here, it's more of a lat. You more engaging more your lats. Here, it's like a cross between like a face pull and a seated row. So the higher her arm is, the more emphasis in her upper back and more emphasis in the rear delt. So everybody, sometimes they have a hard time doing face pulls and trying to get the form right. So this is like a cross between like a face pull and a seated row, but it's emphasis on the back. There's two variations. You palms down and thumbs up. If you do palms down, it's more emphasis in your triceps. But if you do thumbs up, you engaging more your back than your triceps. So let's do 4 sets of 25 with 2-second pauses. You'll do the thumbs up position. Yep. Pull it all back. And you can just use that just as a guide. So you don't have to worry about engaging your side lat, side delts trying to hold up. So this is for, so that way you can focus on those rear muscles and your rear delts and also your back, and not have to keep your arm and focus on keeping that weight, especially if you're suffering from mobility issue and you can't maintain it and you don't have that strength. Use a table. So this is another variation of shoulder mobility that you can do at home. Now, what Adrian is sitting on, you can use like a footstool to get you low enough. And the whole concept is this: make sure your arm is about shoulder length height. That's how you determine how low to go when you're doing these exercises. Keep our body straight, pull it back, add a little pause to it. And for seniors, this is a perfect exercise to do at home. You can do it, get you like a little fold-up table, then you can do it at home. If you don't have a fold-up table, you can actually do it on your dining table. You just have to set like a mat or something on it, so that way you don't scratch the table up. So that was exercise number 2. Exercise number 3, we're gonna do the T pulls. So this is a higher T pull versus down here, because the emphasis on the shoulder mobility, we want to strengthen the rear delts and back in the upper part of her back, near where closer to like her upper traps. So this one here, she's going to keep her arms straight, put it on the table like this, and she's going to actually pull it back as far as she can go. Keep the tension. She's not going to go that back far. Go back, 1, 2. She's going to do 25. So this is exercise number 3. And what she's using is just a resistance band, just in case I didn't mention that earlier. So it's a light resistance band. It's more of a bungee cord resistance band. You can order them on Amazon. They come light, medium, and heavy. So she's actually doing a light one, and you've never done this before, start off with light. These movements, if your shoulder's not used to these movements, so start with something light. And we're back about where we got it anchored. We're back about 8 feet. So the further you go back on the bungee cord, the more tension it puts on there. So just deviate how much tension. If it's too light, scoot back a little bit more, add a little bit more tension. If it's too hard, just scoot up a little bit more. See, she paused. She had to take a break. She couldn't do all 25 without stopping. Remember, keep your body straight. So this is the best way to isolate each shoulder instead of trying to do both shoulders at the same time. 3 sets of 20, you can do, well, we're just demonstrating 1 set of 25, but at home you can do 3 sets of 25, do each arm, and these exercises can be done at home and you don't have to go to the gym. Again, that first exercise, you got a broomstick, a broom handle. You can use this to actually help loosen up that rotator cuff before you actually get into doing the exercise. So those are the 3 exercises that we demonstrate that can be done on a table, especially if you're having a hard time trying to keep your arm up, or if you don't have a lot of strength to keep it up, or you just got through physical therapy, just released you from physical therapy and you're still struggling a little bit. There's nothing wrong with using the table for assistance to do these exercises. And then if you have any questions, leave us a comment and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Adrian, thank you for demonstrating the exercise. And Have any questions, leave us a comment. Y'all have a good night. Thank you.